Uh, so am I?
Now you're back. Okay.
Yeah, I lost my internet for like a minute or two. Where did I get cut
Yep.
off? Um,
Oh God, now I forgot. Let me hang on. Let me back. Let me back up and listen to it again. Um, oh, oops, that's the wrong one. I gotta go back to YouTube and do that. Refresh on YouTube. It was like,
fuck my internet.
the last thing you said was like, why don't these companies have any issue with? And then you got cut off.
Why don't these companies have any issue with people selling the like CDs or movies or whatever that they've already like legally purchased on the secondhand market on like eBay?
Right. Right. Well, that's the thing, because you're selling the damn movie. Like, how is that any different than piracy? Because if I go and buy the Blu-ray on eBay from somebody else who bought a copy, you're not getting the money. Like, okay, like for instance, my copy of Fairy Tale Dragon Cry, I got it on eBay. I didn't fucking pay Funimation for that shit. Like, okay, so did I pirate that movie? Or did I just buy a fucking secondhand copy? So, like, okay, what's the difference? And again, it's like, it goes back to like video games, right?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
GameStop.
but if you're not gonna sell me a copy of, say, Shantae, the original for the Game Boy, right? And as the publisher, right? I think like Way Forward is selling it now digitally, I believe. Wait, why am I saying I believe? I have it on PS4. Um, it like my brain like completely flushed that information for a second. I'm at neutral, by the way, so we still need to keep going. Um, so, but until Way Forward had published Shantae for the Game Boy on modern systems digitally, which, by the way, can be pulled anytime. Okay? So I don't even consider that really a full solution on their end. They should be printing new Switch carts and PlayStation discs with, I would say, the entire Shantae collection, like the Legacy collection or whatever you want to call it, to justify using a Blu-ray. But still,
Which reminds me that it's like objectively impossible for anyone to like own Fortnite.
right?
Like you can technically get the quote-unquote physical version, but it isn't even a disc. It's just like a thing, a like game case that you buy at like Target or something, and I think it has some like redeem codes or special like cosmetics or something or other.
Right. And I'll tell you, I mean, like, I know for a fact that all the money I put into Genshin Impact is money I'm pissing away. Like, that, it's just a fact. Like, it's gone. Because as soon as that game ends service, forget it. I'm never getting it back. And so what I'm paying for is the moment-to-moment experience of, like, using the characters I want. Which, on a meta level, is really fucking stupid. It's like, okay, whatever. But people are motivated not by perfect economic efficiency, but by happiness. You know, like, what makes me happy in the moment? What gives me that little sensation of the good feely juices? You know. Anyway, but this is the thing. you know, what is the difference between? Oh, right, yeah. So, what is the difference between like buying secondhand and piracy? Especially from the developer's standpoint, or the publisher's standpoint, or the rights holder's standpoint, however you want to frame it, whatever word you want to use. If I buy, and let's say, let's just go back to before. I think it was. I don't think it was even available on the digital stores until earlier this year. So prior to the original Shantae being available digitally, right, there was no legitimate way of purchasing that game. Cartridges have not been manufactured since 2001, or whenever they stopped manufacturing the cartridges after it was originally released, right? It's been 20 years since that game went out of print. Okay. So that game has been out of print for 20 years. Until it came to the PlayStation Store, there was no legitimate means of buying it. It might have been on the 3DS, I'm not sure. I think it is. So whatever, okay. Information is like popping back into my head, so I have to keep like moving the goalpost backwards a couple of years. Okay, let's just go with the 3DS. That's as far back as I'll go, because I don't know anything prior to that. Until it became available on the 3DS Virtual Console, which, by the way, is going away. The eShop is going away on the 3DS. I think it actually... No, it already has. The eShop is already gone on the 3DS. Now just other online functions are going away in April. So, all right. So, 3DS is... you can't buy digital games on the 3DS anymore. And all online functionality on that system is going to be dead in 6 months. Actually, 5 months. Okay? Like, no, it's not November anymore. 4 months. I'm still used to it. I'm still getting used to it being December. Anyway, all online functionality of the 3DS is going away in April. You cannot download Shantae for the 3DS if you, let's say, lose your 3DS or your 3DS breaks and you need to get a new one. You just can't. So, if you paid for that game and your 3DS breaks, fuck you. That's money you're never getting back. So, okay. Setting aside the fact that you don't own your digital copies, because shit like that can happen and will happen, there was no legitimate way to buy Shantae until it came to the 3DS, after it went out of print for the Game Boy. So there's like a 15-year period there, okay, where you could not legitimately buy that game. And the eBay prices were absolutely nuts. I forget if it was The Completionist or somebody else. It was Some Call Me Johnny. He did a video on it on the original game many years ago. He's playing it on an emulator, I think, and he said, "Yeah, I took one look at eBay, said fuck that, and now I'm playing it on an emulator." You know why? Because at least back then, before it was widely available again, it was $800 for a cartridge. Who in their right minds is going to pay $800 for a second-hand physical cartridge of a game from 2001? Unless you are a hardcore collector and have that money eating a hole in your fucking pocket. If you have the fuck you money to do that, then Godspeed. But short of being rich, who's gonna do that, right? Like, short of having that kind of fuck you money, who's gonna do that? Yeah. You can't reasonably expect someone to pay $800 for a Game Boy game. I could buy a graphics card for that money.
I would rather save, like, upwards of maybe triple that amount at least and just buy a new, like, gaming PC.
Yeah.
I could pocket that, like, 800 and put it towards, like, a much more worthwhile purchase.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, with $2,400, you do damn well building a PC.
Yeah, and I probably just commission you to build it. Easier
Hell
that
yeah.
way.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, but this is my point. Like, nobody's gonna pay $800 to play Shantae for the Game Boy, in 2015. Not gonna do it. Nope, nobody's gonna do it. So, if your only option is to buy secondhand, which is absolutely unreasonable with the prices that the carts go for, or to download a ROM from the internet and run it on an emulator, what are you gonna do? Right? Say, oh
it's
darn, I
yeah,
just can't play
it's
this game.
yeah, it's literally the like unique name is Source like point about like anime streaming services. People pay for one streaming service just to feel moral, and then they pirate every other anime that they watch because it makes no difference like what service they actually
Yeah.
it makes no difference what service they they subscribe to.
Right. Well, that's the thing. And I'll tell you right now, okay? Most of the money you spend on these services doesn't even go back to the people who they try to feel moral for supporting.
Yeah, like
It
the
just
anime
doesn't.
industry gets like a very small fraction of like Crunchyroll's profits.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've donated a couple of $1 million to the anime industry over the course of like 10 years. Meanwhile, the average episode of like a big budget anime costs like what, like several millions, if not billions, of dollars.
I don't know if I would go that far, but
I think in terms of yen, it's in the billions.
yeah, I
in
mean, the
terms
yen
of
is
US.
like massively inflated, but yeah. Are we
Hello,
in-
Davis.
Hello, Davis. I think we're in pure white. Yes, we are in pure white. I'm sparkling. Okay, so yeah, blue sign will do. No, that's the thing. Like, so whatever. Okay, but do I feel bad? I'm sorry. I have so many DVDs and Blu-rays of just anime from like the time that I started collecting in the mid to late 2000s to like as of a couple of years ago, that like it's literally hard to carry them all. It took me and my dad to carry the totes. There's that many. Okay, I have put a lot of money into buying anime over the years. Okay, so you bet your fucking ass I don't feel one iota of guilt going to Anywave and just watching shit on there.
I don't even feel that guilty about like having torrents of Star Wars because I don't at all because I already have the like 2011 Blu-ray set. So
I
I
believe
don't.
that's the one I bought because that's the one you told me to get.
Yeah, and I wasn't aware of like the 4. Apparently, there's a 4K re-release.
What we fucking do?
So
Just
yeah,
upscale it.
yeah. Well, it also did make a couple of other like tweaks. The actual like
Yeah.
movies themselves with like a couple of very minor things, like adjusting a few special effects mainly. Like they added
But
rocks in front of
isn't the
R2D2 in A New Hope because he's supposed to be hiding.
Okay.
And they also
Hey, big guy.
added a detail to like the thing that Anakin pulls out to magnet his stringy thing on his pod racer. When it comes loose, it's because the lacking detail would be like really obvious in 4K. So annoying.
Uh-oh. Nope. Didn't have enough mana. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna go grab these items. And then we can just kind of chill while a flamber, as you say. Yeah, and then we can just kind of chill while my mana recovers because I'm getting a little low on spice from all these
No,
fucking failed attempts.
we're doing fine, Davis. Man, you guys are set for life when streaming dies. Streaming
Streaming movies.
movies.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm actually building a NAS right now. Um, um,
Slowly but surely.
yeah, like I'm just buying the drives every couple of weeks that I need. And I'm actually going with SSDs
Oh, you need to
instead of
heal.
mechanical. Yeah, I'll be fine. Um, um, yeah, I'm actually going with SSDs because I can like it works out a little bit better price wise for not really that much less storage. And also it'll be like permanent storage because they retain data for a long time, even unpowered. Um, and they only wear down from write cycles, not read cycles. So basically, since I'm only going to be writing to them once in each cell, um, I'm not going to go up just yet because I'm just going to let my health and my mana come back. But yeah, uh, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna do pretty well as far as my NAS goes. I'm just trying to like, you know, be responsible with how many drives I have because it's like $90 for 2 drives. But they're each one's a terabyte. So
Yeah.
right now I've got like 6 terabytes of brand new SSDs. I'm just waiting to have the money to buy the enclosure. And then I'm gonna hook it up to my Mac Mini, install Linux on there with ZFS, and good. Now I can start ripping shit.
Yeah. Couldn't. Aren't you also gonna be like? Isn't that where you're gonna move a lot of the stuff that you have downloaded?
Oh yeah,
Because you need more space.
yeah, that's the idea. Like I'm finally gonna just move. I'm gonna have a NAS. And I'm just gonna move all my downloaded movies and shows to the NAS, and then I can kind of mix things together. Like, oh, I have a rip here, or I downloaded this, and um, but yeah. So, but but yeah, no, streaming is just cable all over again, honestly, but with the internet. Um, it's arguably even worse because you're paying as much, if not more, for all these disparate channel packages, basically. But
Yeah,
what were
you're
we talking?
like
Oh yeah, right.
paying
So,
more for less.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only thing you're getting is control. You know, you're getting control over what you're watching instead of like, oh well, we'll play this on this channel and then we'll insert ads here and blah blah blah. And it's like, eh. Um, but yeah, what we were talking about before was like the whole thing with piracy. Like, what is the difference? What is the difference between buying secondhand and just pirating? Because okay, like I said, there was no official licensed means of buying the first Shantae for like 15 years. It went out of print when the Game Boy Color died, and they weren't selling it for all that time until it came to the 3DS. Okay, in that time period, what were your options? They were go buy a secondhand copy or emulate. Okay. Well, when you go to eBay to buy a secondhand copy, or you go to GameStop to buy a secondhand copy, and GameStop doesn't have it, and eBay wants $800 for it, some guy on eBay wants $800 for it. Are you just gonna sit there and say, "Oh darn, I can't play this game. It's $800, and I don't have that kind of money for a video game"? Or are you gonna say, "Wow, I guess I'll just go emulate it"? You know? So, it's there's no difference. There is absolutely no difference. So, it's the same thing with like movies and shows and whatnot. Have you two ever thought of joining the Kirito is Always Right Foundation? Is that a reference to the Abridged series?
Yeah, that's from Abridged.
Oh, ew.
It was one of the jokes in it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. The bridge was terrible. I don't care for it. Um. Anyway, not to make you feel bad, Davis. Don't feel bad. Um.
Oh,
But
I
yeah.
believe you're juiced up on Viagra now.
My health is, yes, but my mana not so much.
How much more Viagra does your mana need?
I'm about like halfway there.
Delightful.
I'm trying to be conservative with spice, but I can buy more. I can buy more fresh spice. I have 7 left on my bar. I'll just use old spice for the boss.
I really hate the
As long
lever
as
animations in this one. And some of the door animations too. They just, like, physically don't make sense. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm opening this huge door with, like, a gentle push. With one hand. Yay.
Hmm. But yeah, like what's the difference really when it comes down to it, you know? So this idea that like, oh, intellectual property is just not a thing. It's just not a thing. Um,
Well, the law is
like
subjective, so intellectual
yeah, well
property
that's the
doesn't
thing.
exist because it's an arbitrary concept.
Well, that's the thing. Um, I'm trying. My attention is split between this conversation and the game, so I'm trying to like articulate and also
Not
not
get raped
get
by an
fucked.
old demon.
Yeah, Damon, Texas.
It always comes out at completely random intervals.
Oh yeah, that's how it is. I forgot. Ow! No, I forgot my magical sharpness. Uno momento.
Ow.
There we go.
Likes you.
He does.
I forgot to put the throwing knives on my hotbar.
Good job. Now, if I could just get him on you, then I could hit him with the. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, god damn! Why is it my world that always has the shit RNG?
Yeah, it's just like, and we've also talked about this like before, like ages ago. But there's also like no difference between piracy and like renting from a public library.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Yep.
It's like the thing about like piracy and people doing the idea that it's somehow wrong for people to want to do whatever they want to with their property. It is fundamentally just like they're only complaining because it's illegal. It has nothing to do with morality.
Right.
If it was morally wrong, they wouldn't be making like a legal argument.
Right. And again, like this is the thing. What is there is no distinction between the Blu-ray disc and the movie itself, because the Blu-ray disc has no function other than to play the movie.
To store and play the movie. But, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it is no like you can't play the movie without storing it on there first. So you know what I mean? It's kind of implicit. But anyway, but this is the thing. Like there is no function for that disc other than to contain that movie for playback. So there is no difference like to actually draw between the disc and the movie itself. So if I can own the disc, I can own the movie. Okay? It's that simple. So like if there's no difference between the disc and the movie, why is it okay for me to sell my disc secondhand? And oh, by the way, you cannot counter this argument without going to bat for multinational mega corporations. You just can't. Like, you have to honestly take the position of, oh, the poor mega corporation, in order to argue this point. So have fun with that one, leftists. I know you love the downtrodden worker and hate the corporations. By the way, as an ANCAP, I also hate corporations. So, and I'm not a leftist. So, but this is the thing. Okay, so not taking the the poor mega corporation, how will they eat today? Angle of things. What is the difference between me buying it secondhand or selling my copy to someone else and just torrenting? What's the difference? And do I not have the right to do with my disc as I see fit? Why do I not have the right to sell my disc or to give it away? I don't want it anymore. I paid for it. I don't want it anymore. And again, there is no distinction between the disc and the movie because the disc has no function other than to contain the movie for playback. So
everything on the way
I'm
to
selling
the
the movie
instead.
Yep. And the person who is buying the disc from me wants the disc because it contains the movie, same as I bought the disc because it contained the movie. I didn't buy the disc just because I wanted a nice piece of plastic, you know, with some blue wavelength light ripped into it, you know, or burned into it rather. So don't give me this nonsense of, oh well, you know, you're paying for the disc, not the movie. No, I'm paying for the movie.
What makes even less sense is the whole, like, ridiculous nonsense of, like, somehow you don't own the Blu-ray that you purchased, which is, like, a physical thing that it belongs to you and is very visibly yours.
Yeah.
Is somehow not yours because intellectual property says so.
Yeah, and okay, even in the context that you know, of the law, right? Let's take the law as legitimate for a moment, silly as that concept is, I know. But okay, if my house is robbed and my Blu-ray collection is stolen, right? And you know, when I file a police report and an insurance claim, are they going to look at me and say nothing was stolen from you because you didn't own those movies? No, I had hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of Blu-rays and DVDs that were taken from me without my permission. They're gonna either try to find them or reimburse me. That's the purpose of the insurance, by the way, is to reimburse me if something gets stolen. So I don't want to hear this nonsense of, oh no, well, you know, you don't own that. It's like, well, yeah, I do. That's why I bought it physically. And wait a minute, if I don't own the movie, do I need their permission to watch it every time I want to put the Blu-ray in my PlayStation? Do I? Because if I don't own it, right, then I don't get to decide what to do with that movie whenever I want, right? I don't get to decide, hey, I want to watch this right now. Because I don't own it. I don't have the right to decide. But if I have the right to decide, then that means I own it. Hey, Adam. Anyway, let's catch up with what Davis is saying. Holy cow. I've thought of modding my Nintendo Wii. Do you think it's worth it? Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated!
I am... if you can... A lot of the mods that are for, like, Wii games, I believe they can be used on, like, Dolphin. I think that's how a lot of people do, like, Mario Kart Wii custom tracks Grand Prix, which is the, like, custom multiplayer stuff. Hi.
Hopefully he'll continue to love you. That's a decent opening. No! Huh! No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see. Alright, I need more mana. Adam agrees with what we're saying. That's good. Yeah, I mean, and it's basic. It's just basic property rights. Like I said, you know, if I bought the disc and it's stolen from me, Whoops. Obviously, it was stolen from me. The cops and my insurance company are not going to say, no, nothing was stolen from you because you don't own those movies. They're going to say, okay, Blu-rays were stolen. Ow. Holy shit, dude. Alright, let's stay over here. I'm going to mana up. Oh, he wants to give you the suck. Oh my god! Oh, he's aggressive.
That is 2 HP left. Thank you very much.
Nice. Woo! Yikes! No suck, no suck, no suck, no suck, no suck, no suck. You can hear the fear in my voice of having to fucking do this again because of the suck. Just need him on you. A lot. My guy. No suck. Okay. Mana, please. Grass your happy ass up while he's doing his AoE. Okay. That works too. Hey, big man. Focus on him. Focus on him. Nice shiny blue decoy. Really? Are you for real, dude? Fucking finally. After stupid thing after stupid thing. I got sucked on twice. You kept dying. We ended up in Black World Tendency.
I think that
Christ
the
on a
smoke
bike.
from the monster is supposed to be shaped like wings.
Maybe.
From a lot.
Anyway, okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So yeah, after we,
You
that
lose your
voice
train
is
of
so
thought.
bad. No, just a real Alant started talking, and it's so bad. Anyway, now I lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, we all the stupid nonsense that just kept happening. And now I go back to the Nexus, get the cutscene, but I am not going to talk to the maiden.
Because you have to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's I don't understand how people can like qualify to themselves the idea that somehow like you don't own like a physical thing that you purchase because intellectual property.
Yeah,
That doesn't
there's
make
no
sense.
such thing. Yeah, there's no such thing as intellectual property.
And
Like,
even
I get what the law says,
acknowledging
but
that, even assuming its value for the sake of discussion, why does it supersede like physical property? The strongest
Right.
argument you can make for intellectual property in legal terms is for digital like property, for digital things. But
Ooh, now I have to be very
Sony
careful not
can't.
to fall in the toilet.
Sony would quite literally. Disney would be quite literally engaging in theft if they sent employees to break into my house and steal and take my copy of Avengers Endgame from me. That hypothetically, I don't have that Blu-ray. Just because they decided that they no longer want to sell it and that they don't want people to have access to it anymore. Like that.
Right.
That is theft by definition.
Right.
Even if you ignore
You
the
cannot.
law.
Right, you cannot control the flow of information. Once you have released something in a reproducible format, that's it. You don't own it. You don't have rights over it because you cannot control it. Having property rights means you have the sole, solitary individual, like, individual right to make decisions about that property. You have control over it. You have exclusive control over it. If you cannot control it, you do not have rights over it. And that's why intellectual property is nonsense. That's why I'm sitting here. I have now, theoretically, okay, I could be making money off of these streams. I have already had people give me money, as you can see scrolling across the screen. It's been a while, mostly because I didn't stream for a while. But the point is, okay, I'm over here with other people's assets that they drew on my overlay, and I could be making money, right? So I have made money. So is Nintendo within their rights to take down my stream because I have a picture of Dawn there, and I have a picture of Mithra there, and I have a picture of Link there, and I have a picture of Bowsette, although that's a fan character. You know, like,
then Nintendo probably would be ballsy enough to try and copyright Bowsette at some point.
right? You know, but yeah, like Adam's saying, companies being such copyright fascists about physical copies, like that, is a huge reason my interest changed over the years. You're preaching to the choir. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, and that's really what it is ultimately fascism, because corporations and government are coming together and trying to control the free market with these regulations that tell you what you can and can't do with things that you own. And again, like I said, you cannot own intellectual property. Like, there's no such thing as intellectual property. You cannot own data. You cannot own information. And like I was starting to get at before, like, okay, Target or Walmart sells me a Blu-ray. Does that mean that they own the intellectual property rights to the movie? Or are they just owning the physical disc until such a time as I compensate them for that physical disc and it becomes mine? Right? So, and again, like I said before, there is no distinction between the disc and the movie. I'm buying the disc for the movie that's on it, and the disc only exists as a medium to contain the movie for playback. So there is no distinction between the movie and the disc. The disc is really just a physical manifestation of the movie. So do Target and Walmart have property rights over the movie itself? Or do they only have property rights over the disc? And if they can have property rights and I can buy the disc from them, and they will then let me go and take it home and not have to, and not have to defer to them for anything for its use. I mean, okay. So then doesn't that mean that I then have the same property rights over that particular disc that they had? Right? So why is there a difference between the end user and the mega corporation in terms of rights? That's nonsense. Fuck Target. No, seriously, fuck them to hell. Yeah, seriously. It's white privilege Walmart is basically what it is. I mean, there's no such thing as white privilege, but you get what I mean. It's like it's yuppie soccer mom Walmart. All right.
I prefer Target to Walmart. And also Walmart has, like, way more stuff in it. Like, you can buy car tires at Walmart. You can buy, like, basically everything there.
Target is literally just a more pretentious Walmart. Like, it's the kind of thing that suburban soccer moms go to over Walmart. And it's like, it's the same thing, but, like, they have less, and it's like $5 more expensive for the same thing that you would buy in Walmart. Let's see. Davis in your chat is saying, I own a Wii Sports disc. Did you hear the creator of Waluigi showed off his concept art of Wa-Peach? Oh no, I did not.
I've never heard of Wa-Peach.
Yeah, that's apparently, because it's never been a thing before, but that's interesting. I have very few red lines. Pedophilia is one of those red lines, and Target crossed it with some of their merch. Oh, yeah, with all that fucking pronoun shit they were selling kids. Yeah, that's gross. That's really fucking gross.
Did they do that?
That was a thing. They were like
Huh.
in the in the kids section. There was like pronoun shirts and all that kind of garbage. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, you're either a boy or a girl, and if you are an adult, you can even choose to live as the opposite of what you are. And beyond that, it's all fucking nonsense.
Our
Anyway,
intelligence and vitality are like respectively.
that is so weird. All right. Anyway, yeah, I think other than getting some fresh spice.
Yeah.
Ew. Oh God, that's right. They did go that far. Ew.
Or
Tuck-friendly girls' swimsuits for toddlers.
what is tuck friendly girls swimsuit?
Okay, so swimsuits that you would expect a girl to wear around that age, but that are friendly for boys to tuck their dingly bits away and dress like a girl. That's when
What?
when yeah, so like when guys that want to live as a girl dress in women's clothing, like panties and all, they will tuck their junk away between their legs. That's the concept. And so, but like they're doing that with like children's swimsuits. It's actually
I
activating
wish
my
I
gag
had finished.
reflex.
I need to further finish my like vert assets. She has like that perfect expression with the like hands kind of fisted and up in the air, and she's got the big like white eyes or whatever with the black outlines.
Oh yeah.
That would be like perfect for this moment, but I don't have it.
Oh god, it's actually like activating my gag reflex about it. I gotta stop. Go on, I need an adult. My ears, they bleed. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, no, that was mad gross.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and then there's also Netflix made Cuties. I've never seen it. I know
neither
about
have I,
it.
thankfully. Yeah. Oh, Bud Light. Yeah, I'm not a drinker anyway.
Yeah, neither of us
Never.
care for alcohol. I mean, alcohol is
Yeah.
just objectively gross anyway.
Yeah, I have too many alcoholics in my gene pool anyway, and I want nothing to do with it, so...
I'm also a lightweight, although technically I did, when I was in high school, chug down like a whole glass of like adult root beer with 15% alcoholic content in it, like really quickly. So maybe it was just the rate of consumption that made me pass out.
Probably. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, no, I'm a marijuana guy, and that's about it. I like the Mary Jane Potson. That's as far as I go. I don't even smoke it. I just do edibles.
Oh right, I don't need the cling ring.
Yeah, I do though. Actually, magical sharpness. No, I'm gonna take off the cling ring, and I'm gonna go for the friends ring. I'm gonna just have magical sharpness and friends ring. That way, I'm maximizing
You heard
my output.
alcohol tastes like medicine. No.
That
alcohol
is
tastes so bad. Like, there's bad tasting medicine, and then there's alcohol.
Yeah, so I have literally... Okay, so a couple of years ago, because my dad has, like, questionable circulation in his legs from years of smoking. He had to have a triple bypass, and I mean, like, 40 years of smoking, he had to have a triple bypass and, like, a whole new, like, aorta and main artery system and all that shit, like, down into his legs and shit, like, his whole torso. And so he's got kind of shitty circulation in his legs. And so one of the things the doctor recommended was some like red wine. And so he was trying that out for a while. So he would just have like one glass a night, just to help with his circulation. And, at one point I got a little curious. I was just like, hey, let me just see what this tastes like. And oh, okay. Riala is no longer the latest subscriber at the bottom. It was a good run. That's true. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I am a pincushion, Double D. Yeah, he psych. What? Say
Oh
what?
no. He's following me over here.
Oh no, that's not good.
How is that a partial parry? I don't understand this game.
Wait, I'm restarting my session
dead.
on Streamlabs. Ooh, that's no good.
Oh no, internet, what are you
Hold up.
doing? That's not me that's having internet problems at the moment. That was earlier.
Riala just resubbed. I did not get a notification for it.
Who's Riala?
I have my Midnight Riala.
Oh.
He's been around for a while. Yeah, let me,
So apparently the Black Phantom will just follow you back to the area. I guess I could have retreated to the bonfire.
That's a thing. Fuck. Okay. I don't know what's going on, if it's not registering or something, but...
I thought you didn't use Streamlabs.
I don't use slobs, but I have the stream labels thing on my computer that automatically changes the things at the bottom to update when, yeah. Anyway, my sign is back down. He says he just resubbed, so I appreciate that. Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, I didn't get like a subscription notification for, I think it was Davis who subscribed to my YouTube the other day, which was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Odd. So I guess I will just go into Streamlabs and test resub. There we go.
Oh no, that was it was your internet, Davis. You didn't really miss anything other than me dying to a Japanese man because he more or less stun locked me to death.
Ugh, Mondays, am I right? Don't you just hate when you die to a Japanese man because he stun locked you to death? All right, let's do this. Excuse me. Fucking backstabs just don't work. Okay, that's one. Hey, Mr. Mans.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. That's awkward. Yeah, I don't know. Streamlabs seems to be taking a vacation if Riala just resubbed and it's not giving me a notification, so
Ow.
I don't know what's going on there, bud. OBS is fresh. I restarted it before we started streaming. I just reopened stream labels to make sure it was updating properly. And I don't know.
If can't backstab, that means you're not a traitor. No, this game just sucks.
Well, as Chris Daughtry once said, the only thing worse than a hater is a traitor. All right, let me spice up real quick, and then I'm going to blast this guy. Okay. What? Dude, what?
Bro.
Okay, my recommendation, you stay back and let me shield this section.
Yeah.
Let me try manually refreshing the sub tracker. And it goes to... Oh, that's the title. Most recent subscriber. There we go. Properties.
Alert box.
Copy that path.
Wouldn't I just like
Most
disable
recent
subscription
subscriber.
alert, then re-enable to fix it, or I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
I don't know what you're doing to try and make them show up again.
I'm just trying to. I don't remember how I get it to redo that, because it's what it's supposed to do is like. When I go to properties, it's supposed to like refresh. And what change output directory. I don't, because it was working the other day without having changed anything when Dash gifted that subscription to Davis. So color me flummoxed.
That's weird. At least when I test the alert, I don't know why I didn't get a subscription notification when Davis subscribed to my YouTube the other day.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. But yeah, again, I appreciate that, Riala. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it'll get back from its vacation soon and figure out what to do. All right, my sign's back down. I don't know why it's not updating, unless Twitch hasn't processed it yet. I don't know.
So who is Midnight Riala again? This is a name from like a few years ago, I think.
He's been around.
You probably
been in
watched
my
us
audience.
play Dark Souls in 2018, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't remember exactly. He was around like 2020 thereabouts. Yeah. He's into like, philosophy.
I believe we first played like a Souls game together like over 5 years ago.
Right. Absolutely mental, as the British would say. Speaking of the British, one of these days we should get back to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Kind of need to finish that game too. Oh, the lizard chases its tail as it's disappearing. That's adorable.
Yeah, I guess they added that as an animation to indicate that it's disappearing for some reason, which is
That's
weird.
mad cute. I love it. All right, you stay out here.
Yep.
Hey, big guy. Boosh!
All right, now I can go collect my period.
Hold that 1 second.
No, it was just on the floor here, so.
Okay. Boosh! Get fucked on. All right. Now I believe there's some mans that has things that need to be taken care of down there. Oh yeah, there's no drop attacks in this game.
Huh?
What just happened?
I don't know, but I guess I got like kicked down or something for some reason. I don't get it. I'm
very confused. I'm very confused. Also, oh my god, my health bar and my mana bar are like both suffering shrinkage. I was in the pool! Seinfeld reference. Anyway. Oh, Jesus, Mother of God! I was looking for you, you bastard!
Did he trade?
No, he just snuck up on me. I was looking for him. I thought he got nuked by my firestorm. Apparently not. All right, my sign's back down.
Did you nuke a random archer?
Apparently. I was hoping for the assassin, but hey. I know you And I have very good memories joking with you about some of the people we found on YouTube. Don't know your friend. Yeah, like God, like fucking what's his face there? TV anime videos back in the Sailor Moon redub thing. And that was something. What a clown. Uh,
Yeah, what I'm
uh,
thinking is like, if we're gonna get back to the Harry Potter game, I think it would be best if we like watch the movies together or whatever in Gilded, like including
worth
the
a
like
try.
Fantastic Beasts, so that way you have like more context and appreciation for the game. Because
Worth a
you're,
try.
because like I think you mentioned on Twitter before that like obviously it would probably be like a lot more enjoyable as an experience as like a Harry Potter fan.
Hmm.
Because of like things that you're familiar with and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas you're just kind of you're
Yeah.
vaguely aware of certain things from it, but you're not like a fan. It's a very
Yeah.
different
Uh,
kind of experience for you. Whereas for me, overall, it was like really enjoyable.
yeah.
Oh,
And that's
here's the
assuming
assassin.
the movies. Okay. And that's assuming the movies can like pull me back in and make me a fan again. What the fuck? What? What?
Are you okay?
Pardon? Um, Also, Adam is introducing himself to you. He's Yeah. So this is Boyish. He's boy, he's been around like almost 6 years now. Um,
Like
eh,
latter, like back end of 2017 at the earliest, maybe. Although wasn't it like
yeah,
early 2018?
sounds about right.
I think I found your if we're being honest, like shitty early SAO videos in like
Yeah,
2017, and then
yeah.
eventually you invited me to the Discord
All
or
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go open the door for me, pops.
Alrighty.
I'm not going out there.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. And I'm not gonna heal because I'll just get fucking nuked anyway. It'll be a waste of a grass. Um,
All right, female dragon.
yeah. Uh,
What do you mean Harry Potter commentary, Davis?
Harry Potter commentary to go get him, Tiger. And Adam says, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but J.K. Rowling is an absolute Stacy. I'm
What
not
do you mean by
quite sure what that
Stacy?
means.
Like I'm vaguely familiar and have a
Yeah,
not
me
so
too.
great understanding of like what Karens are, but I don't know what Stacy's are.
Okay. Hi, lizard. Hi, lizard.
TLDR, you get shot in the butt with by the officers, yes, by the officials' fireballs, and it one shots you.
Oh, a Stacy is the girl version of a Chad. Okay, that makes sense.
Eh, I disagree
She's
with some of her views. Like she
Me
definitely
too.
has some like based like takes or whatever, but she's also like very firmly like a liberal and like left wing. She just
Well, I
she's
mean,
just one of those left wingers who got canceled for quote unquote wrong think on like specific issues.
yeah, I mean, and to be fair, like as an anarchist, I mean, we're liberals, so like,
Well, yeah, it's just like
um,
fundamentally she is like a statist and
like,
she's also left wing.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So she's a Marxist, but like, yeah, because like I always say, like a voluntarist slash ANCAP is a consistent anarchist, and an anarchist is a consistent libertarian, and a libertarian is a consistent
oh,
liberal.
I should pick these up because they're soul items.
Yeah.
Legendary
Biostrava,
hero
Biostrava.
souls.
All right, I guess I should.
Get ready for backstab.
Yeah. Yep. I would nuke him off the edge, but I'm sure you want the duplicate rune stuff.
It
Anyway,
doesn't really matter because I already have the rune stuff. I just want the
Yeah.
souls.
Yeah. So yeah, like J.K. Rowling, like I'm not so big on some of her like feminist Karen stuff. Um, I just I think it's hilarious that she's been getting eaten alive by other leftists just for having common sense and
Yeah,
like
you
not
should
giving into all the gender hysteria.
yeah, you should actually watch like Rick Worley's video on how like uh J.K.
Ow.
Rowling is right about everything. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, controversy is
Like
nothing new for J.K. Rowling. I mean, she used to be like back in the day be canceled for by conservatives and whatever because like her
yeah.
books were quote unquote demonic and had satanic
Yeah.
imagery and shit.
Yeah.
So she's been getting fire from like both sides for.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
Yeah. Um Yeah, so like, you know, like I said, I just think it's funny that like she's been getting like eaten alive for having common sense. um so let's see. As for SAO, I remember liking Aincrad, not liking Fairy Dance, and really liking both Phantom Bullet and Mother's Rosario. Never saw Alicization. Yeah, no, honestly, like Fairy Dance, I I really love Fairy Dance. And I go into a lot of the reasons why it's so great in that 3.5 hour video. But obviously, like that's a commitment, so I get why you might not have the time for it. But yeah, Sword Art Online is fucking great, dude. Like it's so good. It does not deserve any of the shit that it gets.
So that's a yes and a no, Davis. J.K. Rowling does still make books. She just doesn't make Harry Potter books anymore. She makes other books.
Yeah,
I don't
the
remember what
series
it's
has basically
called, but
concluded.
yeah, the series concluded a while ago. The main series did anyway.
Yeah.
Recently,
I think I was in like middle school.
she did I don't remember what it's called, but she did like some sort of like serial killer like murder mystery book. That's
um I'm going down. It wouldn't let me enter the fog, and now the elevator is taking me down.
well,
Souls,
I'm
why?
safe, so I'll just wait for you to come back up. Why is the video
Oh my
unavailable?
god, this game! Haven't seen any of it in so long, so I don't remember why I didn't like Fairy Dance. What people typically cite as reasons they didn't like Fairy Dance is, ew, it was fairies, it was lame, or, ew, incest. Okay, there we go. Which is a misconception. Or, ew, Austin is a damsel in distress, which is also a misconception.
The amount of people you see complaining about incest and Fairy Dance, ugh.
They just don't know what they're talking about. Sugaha never opens up a can of Ala frickin' Bama on Kazuto. It just doesn't happen. She has mistaken feelings for him, and then she projects those feelings onto somebody who is similar to him, but she believes is a different person. Really not that complicated. I wish people would get it through their heads. Remember, even fans who liked SAO hated it. Again, I haven't seen it in a very long time, so I can't say.
Well, most of the people who were like fans, but then hated Fairy Dance were people who hated Fairy Dance because it wasn't a death game again.
Yeah,
they got into
they had
SAO
weird
for
expectations.
they got into SAO for like the death game premise and didn't really have any regard for any of the things it was actually about.
Yeah.
So when the rest of the series is not a death game, they think it's trash.
Yeah.
You have Poison Cloud?
Like that. Oh no, but if you want me to, I can.
Yeah, if you have Poison Cloud on, equipped still.
It's ultimately a safer.
Yeah, no. Well, I was just thinking you could put on the
Thief
Thief Ring and then sneak up and poison him, so that way fight goes by a little faster.
Yeah.
I don't have the thief ring on. Now that
Yep,
he's
he can
poisoned, we can touch oven him.
Yep. Alright, let me
Well,
put on my friend's ring again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I changed out of the thief ring and it's still... Interesting, okay.
Well, yeah, I also hid behind the wall over there without the thief ring, and he didn't see me. So...
But yeah, no, the people who hated Fairy Dance consistently had just strange expectations or didn't understand some aspect of it that they found contentious. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Okay.
Are we gonna wait for it to expire, or up to you? I have to say, one thing I'm not the biggest fan of in Fairy Dance is that the villain gets a little too creepy for me to watch. I mean, Davis, if you're sensitive to Sugo being a slime ball, I mean, that's up to you. I don't think you should let it ruin your experience and throw the baby out with the bathwater when there's so much good there, but that's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah. We can try fighting him. It'll also give me a chance to test, like, audio. Seems like audio was, like...
Alright.
Slightly.
So, alright, whenever you're ready.
Back down to 3.
Neat. Hey, big guy. Oh my god. Sharpness and Friends Ring. Oh my god, Sharpness and Friends Ring! I'm gonna just top off my health to be safe. Old Spice. No suck. No suck, big guy. Holy ballsack! I'm getting pinged on signal.
Since you have the Archstone in there, you can just come to the elevator.
That's true. That's true. I can do that, yes. Alright. Also not talking about people who hate SAO. I'm talking about fans of SAO who didn't like Fairy Dance. No, I get you. And it's the same thing. Like, people who did like Aincrad, but then, like, for some reason didn't like Fairy Dance. It always has to do with, like, something
Why
along
is
those
the audio
lines.
delayed? That's weird.
Here's a problem. I actually can't get back down.
Really?
Yeah. The gate is closed and there's no way to get the elevator.
Okay. I don't want to run back and teleport back. So, I guess you could...
That sucks. Ah, balls.
guess I can...
And
I have
if I save...
166k... Well, why don't you try your idea? How do
If I
fix
save
audio
quit-
delay?
I believe the only thing you can do is restart OBS. I don't know. And it just puts me back in the fucking boss room if I save quit. Fuck. That's kind of what I figured would happen. Shit. Yeah, this is all I can kind of... Fuck, this is all I can do.
Yes, let... Guess I'm going to have to... start OBS? That, like, problem. Right back, Davis. So many technical problems. I fixed my fucking issue with losing signal when switching between games, and then this happens in the middle of a stream. Ugh.
Yeah.